There is growing outrage this morning about Indiana's new religious freedom bill. So much so, the governor is trying to propose new legislation just to clarify. Opponents say this bill is simply a license to discriminate against gays, and there's a push to boycott the state of Indiana, which is the home of college basketball's Final Four next weekend. And ABC's Gio Benitez has the very latest. Hi, Gio.
Hey, good morning, Paula. The governor is sparking a firestorm by signing this bill. Everyone from Hillary Clinton to Miley Cyrus is sounding off. But overnight, the governor's saying it's being misconstrued, telling the Indianapolis Star he's working with lawmakers to clarify the law. But until then, he's facing heat.
Whole state, our state!
This morning, thousands are taking on Indiana's governor at the State House.
No hate in our state!
Holding signs reading, "No hate" and "God welcomes everyone." Governor Mike Pence signing a controversial bill into law, the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. Critics say it could allow businesses to turn away gay and lesbian customers, all in the name of religious freedom. Pence defending the law.
If I thought it was about discrimination, I would have vetoed it.
But that's not what many across the country think this morning.
This is what democracy looks like!
Some big names are joining the protesters on social media. Hillary Clinton tweeting, "Sad this new Indiana law can happen in America today." Larry King calling it absurd and insulting. Miley Cyrus posting an Instagram of the governor with words too hot for TV. Even Apple CEO Tim Cook tweeting, "Apple is open for everyone. We are deeply disappointed." And just this weekend, Seattle's mayor banning travel to the state of Indiana for city business.
We need to stand with the folks in Indiana who are fighting for equality.
Even college basketball could be affected. Former NBA star Charles Barkley calling for the NCAA to pull the March Madness Final Four tournament out of Indiana. The NCAA already taking a stand, saying it's concerned about how the law could affect student athletes. Still, Governor Pence insists this law protects religious freedom.
Indiana will continue to be a place where we respect the freedom of religion of every Hoosier of every faith.
And the Indiana Pacers, the NBA, and the WNBA also taking a stand against the new law, saying overnight anyone is allowed at games. Again, the governor is saying he did not intend any discrimination with this law and says 19 other states have similar laws. But again, a firestorm, so much uproar here.
Yes, and he's hoping to pass that new legislation proposed at some time this week. Gio, very controversial. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan?
Thank you, Gio. Later this morning, right here on ABC's This Week, Governor Mike Pence will be speaking exclusively to our chief anchor, George Stephanopoulos, and George is here now. George, Gio just mentioned this, but the governor argues that this law has been mischaracterized. He says it will not lead to state-sanctioned discrimination. 19 other states have similar laws, and that Barack Obama voted for a similar law when he was a state legislator in the state of Illinois. So does the governor have a point here?
He does on that point, on the religious freedom law. Here's the problem with the state of Indiana. They do not include gays and lesbians as protected class under the civil rights law. So it's the combination that a lot of critics are saying could open the door to discrimination against gays and lesbians in Indiana. And this backlash, as Gio pointed out, has been furious across the state. Hundreds protesting yesterday. Real concern, I think, on the governor's part about the economic impact on the state of Indiana. That's why he's coming out this morning. We're going to press him on all the details of the law and try to figure out exactly what he's talking about when he says he wants to clarify the law with the legislature this week.
Yeah, he has not added a lot of details on that. George, very much looking forward to your interview. Thank you. And a reminder, as George said, he will be conducting an exclusive interview with the governor, Mike Pence, later this morning on ABC's This Week. And George wants to know what questions you might have. You can tweet him at G. Stephanopoulos with your suggestions. Thanks again, George.
Thank you.